Hey everybody, and welcome to my review of US Assassin. Marinus here. Um, for those who know what this book is, people can say, you know what? Hey Marinus, why are you having this book? It's still on Indiegogo. People can pre-order it. How is it possible that you get this book? Well, actually, I backed Graveyard Shift 1 and 2. And there was a perk then you get a book for free, and I didn't know it was US Assassin, so I get this book for free, backing another campaign. So that's a nice bonus, and I just read it a moment ago, and I want to talk about it. But before I do that, I want to ask you, for those who are ordered this book on Indiegogo right now, or having the book get through mail while backing Graveyard Shift 2, don't watch this video because there's possible spoilers in here, and I don't want you to get spoiled. And I have also something to say. If you don't care about that, so well, stick around and let's see what is going on. So without further ado, okay, I'm again, possibly spoilers. Watch this video another time if you back this. You've been warned. Okay, let's dive into the book. So this is a book made by... Oop, too fast. Mark Polton, Mike McMahon, inkers is Tom Schlundorn, is that how I pronounce it? Mike McMahon, Corey King, Greg Paulson, great books by Sean Arendt, colorist Andrew Dahlhaus, and letterer, as always, who does probably every Indiegogo book, Eric Weathers. Mark Polton, I see him a lot on Twitter. He seems like a great guy, and he makes some other books as well. But this was a surprise. I didn't know we get a free book, so it was nice that I get this beforehand. So it's about an assassin that goes on missions, and well, he kills people for a living, I guess. And if you can see here, the art looks really nice and great colors as well. There are some, maybe I should talk about that a little bit later. So we see him going on to a mission, and I'm going to try not to spoil a lot, but let's say he completed a mission and he goes back and he's meeting with his friend, the doctor, and he talked with his doctor about, you know what, I'm getting too old to this. I don't want to do this anymore. The doctor says, you know what, maybe I have a solution for you. Here you have a card from Project Blackstorm, private security film with a lot of ex-military guys that, something that he can do. And maybe he should check it out. Okay, so he is thinking about that, is going for a job interview, if you can call it that. And he's meeting with this guy called Maxwell. And Maxwell is introducing him to the facility, talks about that, and also to the field leader, Gorman. And they have a nice chat about how things are going on. And then he is getting introduced to the other guys that he's working with. And those guys are a group of super-powered beings. And there's some interesting characters here. I mean, this guy, Slither, super strong, has snakes for tongue that he can use. But the hero of the book, Bazooka Dog. When I saw this, I laughed out loud a little bit. A dog that's with a bazooka on his back, shooting things. And I believe, I'm not entirely sure, that this dog is a cyborg or a robot, something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, so he's getting introduced, and this Slither guy is getting a little bit of aggressive and attacks him for no reason. And Joe, US Assassin, says, you know what, I'm not going to do this. What are you trying to pull? And he said, they are too dangerous. I'm coming back to that scene again later. And he said, you know what? Hey, maybe you can mold a team into your own image, and you should take the job. Okay, he said, I'm going to regret this. So he's going to train the superpowered beings into, to make a better team. And this is a funny scene I hear. Everyone goes over the wall, bazooka dog, even you. And then the dogs that shoots the wall into smithereens. Like I said, man, this dog is amazing. Awesome creation. So a couple of weeks later, they are getting prepped for a mission outside the country. They have to escort a prince from A to B, and something goes wrong because there's a car coming towards them from the other side. They are not stopping, and Gorman says, "You know what? Team, stand by. We're gonna take out this car because we have a volatile situation here." Joe says, hey, Gorman, stand down, man. I'm in charge here. And Gorman says, fuck you, man. Maxwell, this is my team. I do what I want. So he orders them to, the team to get out and shoot the car into, well, in tiny pieces. But there's a problem with that because there was no enemy. There were actually citizens with a mother and a child. So they are dead. Joe is getting pissed off, and I'm going to skip a few pages here. And they're getting into a fight, and Maxwell tried to clear things. And, well, Joe is not having him. He said, you know what? I'm getting out of here, man. I exposed this whole company to the media. And Maxwell has tried to stop him, and I said, dude, come back. Joe, it doesn't have to be this way. Blackstorm does a lot of good work. Don't let Gorman one misstep ruin this. And I said, man, misstep, I told you they weren't ready. And the child's blood is on your hands. So he's getting out. And Maxwell said, Joe, this is a big mistake. He said, is that a threat? So he's getting off. And then something weird is going to happen. I'm going to explain that later too. But Maxwell is ordering his superpowered goons to go after his family. After Joe's family. Joe is going to find out, puts on a costume, and can we see that? Okay, here they're taking the family. No. Come on. Oh yeah, here. He's going into his costume, and this looks great, by the way. And he takes on the team that he worked with before, the goons. So basically, it's not so much of a revenge story, but you kidnapped my wife, and I'm gonna get them back, and I'm gonna kill everyone in my way. Sounds great, right? On paper, yes, but it doesn't come off in this book very well. The problem that I have with this book is not the quality. The quality of the book is really, really good. It has thick cover, nice paper stock, also thick, great use of colors. The problem that I have with this book is the wonky dialogue, the art that is very inconsistent, and the story is, in my opinion, not that very interesting. And I'm going to show you what I mean with inconsistent art and dialogue. So first of all, I told you before, this looks great, right? And if you go to the back cover here, looks amazing. Mike McMahon can hit it out of the park. Very cool. But let's see if I can see here. With the weird dialogue. So he says here, sorry for the shaky cam again. What happened? That's classified. Ow. Okay, you have a little tiny wound here that doesn't even bleed, and you said, ow. Okay, yeah, okay. So what's the big deal, sir? Well, we come to that. So we have then, when it comes to weird facial expressions. So Maxwell introducing to Joe to Gorman. This face. Where do you look at? You don't look at Gorman. You look at, I don't know, somewhere in the distance. Also, we have here this face and this open mouth. And that's a thing. again with a weird expression like he doesn't trust him or something. That's the expression that I see. Not sure if that's deliberate, but why don't you trust Gorman, Joe? Because you don't know what's going to happen. So again, this weird facial expression. We have the weird aggressiveness here out of nowhere. You saying they are dangerous. How do you know that they are dangerous? Only this guy is attacking you. This guy, this woman, this guy does absolutely nothing. And you say they are all dangerous. No, they aren't. Of course, they are dangerous, but you don't know that yet because you only see this guy attacking you. So that's weird. And that is a weird attempt of humor. I mean, they are too dangerous, he says. Knight, I see you're a real snake charmer. Yeah, because he has a snake tongue. That's an attempt of humor that doesn't work. Let's say if you can't see this. Oh yeah, so with the weird mouth expressions. Okay, I let you see, sorry, this mouth. And then we go to this mouth, this mouth. It's very weird. This mouth. We have this mouth, this mouth. And then one of the most, what's the word I'm using? So, okay, they killed a wife and a child. And this guy, who is an assassin, is getting very emotional and very pissed off. You can be pissed off, I get that. But when you see this, no, and he's crying with this weird mouth expression again. I know you are screaming, I get that, but there's a lot of open mouthness through the whole book. And you are the leader, supposedly, of this group. You have been an assassin for probably a year. It established here that you have been an assassin for a very long time. It says here, the government made me the ultimate weapon, and my sensei made sure that weapon was finally home. So I assume you have seen a lot of shit, a lot of bad things, and then you're getting emotional and crying about a dead body? Yes, it's a child, but come on, man, put yourself together. And then the next page, speaking of weird facial expressions. Look at this page. You're hitting this guy, right? So if we turn around, these eyes, and then this look. Where do you look at, Joe? You don't look at this guy, you look here. You look at that way. That's the problem with all the weirdness that's going on. You can change the angle of your character a lot. You could have switcheroo a bit. Maybe you can pull this guy a little bit more up. Or if you could put this guy here so that you can look at here. Also, speaking of weird camera angles, look at this. I know he's getting from the stairs, but it looks so weird. Use another angle. So it goes on, and we see this. His family getting kidnapped. He's getting help from Robodog, which is cool. And Robodog has said, you know what, I'm not going to have him. I'm going to protect his family. And he's getting kicked. So, but there's also, like I said, some weird dialogue. Like this one. So this guy is on his motorbike. He's driving through a window. And he's in the casino, unconscious. And he says, looked like Lady Luck wasn't on your side. Get it? Haha. Get it? While he's in a casino. Luck. Yeah. It's not doing that for me very much. But on the other hand, Mike McMahon has some great art as well. I love this facial expression. I love the angle. Cool. Also this one. Pretty cool. Also, I forget. Can I see this? I'm gonna not show it. This part. Amazing. Look at that. A lot of texture, a lot of power in that punch, a lot of viciousness in his eyes. Looks great. Absolutely great. But the inconsistencies in this book is going on and on and on. For instance, here we have a great shot of this woman, right? But then she said something like this. Tell me, love, would you like to dance with death? What? Why? And all these characters, except for the lizard guy and bazooka dog and maybe this woman, the rest of them are just cannon fodder. We don't care about them. I don't know even their names anymore. I mean, they're getting slaughtered, and that's cool. And there's also a probably possible spoiler, so if you're going to watch this, don't watch this. So Maxwell getting his due, and then we see Joe here. And look how tall he is. He's huge. And his face. And we know Max, going back again because I have to show it, they're exactly the same height. And you, I mean, this is art. Look at that. It's great. It's great. It's so wonky. I'm confused. Not only that, Maxwell is, in my opinion, also not portrayed as a villain in a good way. Because, can I show this? Probably showing a little bit too much already, but okay. Okay, through the whole book, Maxwell is just a business guy, and he said, you know what, that's enough, calm down. I said, Joe, consider, please come back. Joe doesn't have to go down like this. Don't let Gorman go on misstep, ruin this. So he's trying to appease to Joe's side. It was a mistake, come back. So aside from this panel that he's ordering his goons to kidnap his wife, if you take out this, I didn't know that Maxwell was a bad guy. So I'm very confused. So is this a good book? I can't say because I think the art is very inconsistent. I think the dialogue is wonky, or maybe I'm saying that wrong. The dialogue is wonky and the art is very inconsistent, but art is also subjective, right? So it has some great art in here as well as some questionable art. And the production values of this book is amazing. It's absolutely cool. And it's thick too. $25. I'm on the fence with this one. I mean, I really wanted to like it, but the story doesn't grip me. Joe, U.S. Assassin, is a very... he's supposed to be a likable character, but he comes over as a pussy. Maybe that's my opinion. I mean, why crying? Remove the tears. That's more believable, I think. Crying. You're an assassin. You kill people for a living. It's what you do in horrible ways. I mean, spoiler. Yeah, shooting him, killing him, slicing and dicing people. I don't know. Well, that's my take on US Assassin. It's on Indiegogo. If you like what you see here, aside from my own opinion, maybe you have a total different opinion. Say, Marinus, I'm not agreeing with you, and I'm going to back this great book. Like I said, Mark Polton, you're a great guy. Mike McMahon, you're a great artist, but in this book, I didn't feel it. And I hope I'm going to watch your next project. And yeah, I'd like to see what you come up with, Mark and Mike. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.